Hello there! Welcome to Johnny Builds. I am your host, of course, Johnny, and welcome you are and the absolute best Transformers fan. Well, put your mark down in. That's why I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So put 1 in, and I will tally that up over the next few weeks. I'm going to be posting on Facebook, Twitter, other places what the choices are. Excuse me. I just ate pizza the fastest I've ever eaten pizza before. So yeah. So you put 2 for the Razor Crest. Now this isn't the UCS Razor Crest. That hasn't come out yet. This is the smaller one that they came out with. It's still pretty cool. But anyway, I'm going to be doing putting the polls essentially on Twitter, Facebook, a couple other places and stuff to see what people think, what they want to see done next, that sort of thing. And the next one, I'm actually going to start doing some stills and pictures of and everything in order to get some pictures generated for an Instagram that I'm going to start doing finally. So I've been meaning to do that. I think it'll be cool, but just haven't yet. Hold on, I need a drink. Whoa, that was a fast pizza. I did not. I actually was very clean. All right, so I am going to get my timer ready because we are going for, as the scroll says down at the bottom, we're going for bags 4 and 5 tonight. We got through 1, 2, and 3, surprisingly. I don't know why I thought that it would be a little bit of a bigger build, kind of like a UCS set, but it's not. It's a more of a precision build. It is an 18 plus. It says down here 18 plus. Yeah, it's yeah, I thought it would just, I don't know. I just thought it would be more and more pieces, I guess. So, but that's okay. It is what it is. So, move this over a little bit because we're gonna have pieces on here, and we're gonna get our timer ready, and we're gonna start building bag number 4. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We have begun. All right. So, bag 4. I think there's actually 2 bags for bag 4. A bigger one and a smaller one. I am correct. All right. So, let's get this going. We will move the foot, primary foot. Kind of bouncy. We'll move it out of the, slide it out of the way a little bit. Well, that's fantastic. I want to do that sort of thing too. When I hit 50 subs, I'm going to do a special. If I hit 100, I'm going to do. See, you hit 100 subs. You have to do another special now. That's what I'm, that's what I'm working towards. So, yeah, that's fantastic news. How did it happen? I've been watching YouTubers for the last year and a half. And some of them I've actually been watching for almost 10 years. And sometimes it's just the right combination of things. One video is the thing that hits for some odd reason for certain people. I don't know. I mean, what was it about? Alright, so I'm going to put the last bag over here, actually. I'm trying to get some room here. Slide this just a little bit this way. There we go. Oh, this bag 4 has a lot of pieces, so this is going to take us some time. So, all right. So here we go. Blitzwing. Blitzwing is actually one of my favorite Transformers. Blitzwing is very, very cool. Astro Train is probably one of my other favorites, just because they were the first triple changers. But yeah, Blitzwing is amazing. And Galvatron, Galvatron is such, he's just funny. So how's your night going? And you are my my trusty moderator. How are you doing tonight? What did you have for dinner? I have to start with the dinner question because that's the thing on everyone's mind. What did you have? What was good for you today? These are interesting pieces because these are it's a 3x1, but it's got 2. It's like does an offset. No dinner. That's no fun. This is an offset. Normally these are 2x1s with only a 1 for an offset, but they've been doing these lately in a lot of the Lego sets. And it looks like we're doing one of the legs. Maybe? Yeah, we'll find out. Kind of looks like it though, the way I'm starting it. All right. And a blue, and then a bunch of little grading pieces. These are kind of chrome looking, like it was for Optimus. So you cooked it, you didn't grill it. That's okay. That goes in the middle. Alright, so that's what those are there for. A little bit more support pieces here. Oh, so this is interesting. So this is how they're getting away with doing a weird 5 square, because they have it offset. So it makes it 5 around. It's kind of neat. And then flat pieces go starting this way. These dark blues are really cool. These are very similar to what they used in Optimus Prime, so this might be where they started. Pretty cool. And then a little one all by itself. Look at it. Kind of neat. Not sure what this is now, but we will find out as we press on. So some news came out over this last week with Legos. Big one for me that I'm excited about. Oh, let me see what you said. Oh, that's a proper steak right there. Even if you didn't grill it, that's a proper steak. A little bit of a marinade like that, and then simple too, because you use garlic powder and salt and pepper, a little bit of butter. Yeah, nah, that's the best way to do a steak. It really is. I think anyway, because you don't need. I mean, like sometimes I use things like the not a sponsor, McCormick. Those kind of things, the ones that are like the steak things or whatever, but sometimes just the flavor of the steak with a with some butter and garlic. Oh yeah, just the simple stuff is really good. But anyway, the Lego announced a few things. Big one for me is they're coming out with a Bowser set, a tall statuette Bowser. Can't show it. I don't know how big he's going to be, but he's probably going to be, might be about as tall as R2. Not as tall as the AT-AT, that's for sure. But yeah, that's kind of an exciting set that they're coming out with. They also just showed, there's been rumors of this and some little pictures of this. They just came out with an Atari set that kind of looks neat. I don't know. It's not for me as much as I enjoyed playing my Atari, and even though there is a little bit of a nostalgia factor, yeah, I don't know. I think they tried a little too hard with this one, and they did make it neat. They made it with the little cartridges that you fit into the Atari open up, and they're little scenes of the game that they are portraying, which is kind of cool. It's just, I don't know, it's just not for me. Because the Atari, I mean, like, I played Atari, we had an Atari, but I wasn't absolutely huge on the Atari. I mean, like, played Pitfall and some of those classic games like Berserk, Montezuma's Revenge, but yeah, it's not the same as like the Nintendo set was. So cool that they came out with that. I know that'll hit some people that they'll really want to get that, but yeah, it's not a set that I really am looking forward to getting. Alright, so this goes right in the middle of this little hole we've created here. There we go. Nice little button. And then the rest of it's going to be smooth pieces. So let's finish cleaning that up. I'm trying to think some of the other sets that they've been revealing. Oh, there are price changes coming up, unfortunately, with Lego. I mean, it makes sense, obviously, because everything is going up in price. But some of the bigger sets are staying where they're at, but some of the other sets that are kind of in the mid-range, they're increasing in price. Oops, that's not that one. I need this and curve 2x. There he is. So some of the more medium, and they're more adult sized. Oh, you did? See, here's the funny thing. I have not watched The Office. I need to, because it would be my kind of show. I was just into a lot of other stuff at the time, but that set does look neat, and just how many minifigures there are in it is just really cool. So I may pick that up too. We'll see how my funds are. That would be a lot of minifigures. But it looks kind of neat, and I know a lot of people are excited for it, just because of the appeal of The Office and everything. So yeah, that one's a cool set for sure. I know a lot of people are gonna like that. What was the other one? There was another big one. I think last week they talked about, here, I'm gonna put this down because I gotta do a couple other. I gotta do a little interlude. Last week, I think they fully revealed, or 2 weeks ago, they fully revealed the roller coaster, which is pretty cool. The new coaster, which is just a big 2 loops and everything. Like it's automated, so you just keep cranking, and it pulls the cart in and then lifts it up, and you keep cranking it, and it lets it go. And even as you're cranking it, if the car's not there, it's not gonna pull anything in. And it still automatically comes up to where it's supposed to. So you just keep turning the crank, and it goes where it's supposed to go. It's pretty awesome. I think that they came up with that kind of a mechanism for it. Yes, I so want them to announce something like, they're like, hey, we came out with Optimus, and now we need the other side. We need Megatron. That would be amazing. I would be all over that. Apparently eBay is awash with pre-orders and stuff for the Office set. Like they already have like so many. Well, hi Pixie, glad you could join us. Pixie came up to say hello and go lay in her bed. Maybe. Yep, she's here to lay in her bed. If Jerry was here, she'd go and Pixie would be like, why are you doing that to me? Huh. Aw. Pixie's so cute. Look at her. She's adorable. Pixie's my retriever. If I drop a piece, she'll go get it. Then of course she'll run away with it. So yeah, I can't drop a piece. Alright, so that and flat goes here. Looks like we're doing the front, actually. The front panel? No? Back panel, maybe? It's hard to tell with this. Maybe it's flipped over this way. I'm not sure. I can see double release like that, sure, but not yet. I would say since they're kind of doing, they just did Optimus. I think they need to do the next couple one by one. And then you can do like a whole, like, hey, we're gonna do like a series, a figure series. So like, and then and of course, dreaming big, they could do something where they're like, oh yeah, and then they come out with like the aerial bots or something like that, all at once, which would be amazing and fantastic. But if they would do that, but yeah, I think for the first couple, they don't want to oversaturate. I think you want to, because I mean, like they came out with things like the Office and Bowser's coming and some bigger sets. They just came out with like the big Camaro, which looks really cool because it's 3-in-1. Like, you can do 3 different colors of the Camaro, which is absolutely insane. I think that's really cool for a Lego set. But yeah, I think they need to slow up on a release of the same type of thing. So like the Optimus they came out with, maybe for Christmas come out with like a Megatron or Starscream. I really think Starscream would sell more than Megatron would, really. There's just something about Starscream that's amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, like I buy something like this, you know, I buy something like the big R2. But like the, you know, play sets anymore, I'm not big on, but other kids are, other big kids. I mean, some guys make entire towns and villages and stuff with their sets and things like that. Me, I just build them to display them right now. I'm sure I would, I mean, with the AT-AT I have, I mean, like, I'm sure I'll get an AT-ST with it and come up with like a little scene or something from Hoth or whatever. But, oh, Pixie's being more cute. Huh. Oh, you guys can't see her, huh? Turn the camera just a little bit. Here's Pixie being all cute. I don't know how she does it, but she gets all turned around. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's as big for Transformers or would be as big for. I mean, it may. I mean, we could be wrong. It may create a surge in popularity for Transformers again or something like that, which would be cool for classic Transformers. But yeah, I don't know. It's so, the potential, there's so much potential that could be there as far as those sets. I don't know. Oh, alright, so we're going to the back, and now we're doing some more. Oh, we have it flipped over too. We're doing some more of these little support things so we can put this on. Yeah, because we're... Oh, man. I did this wrong. I should have done them at the same time. I have to do it twice. That's alright. I usually do the 2X's, but I didn't realize this was going to be a 2X. So I was right. These are for the sides for the legs, but not the way I was initially thinking. Alright, so 2 of these. And I like how they make it so that so whenever you put or use these as sliders, so what these are going to do is, these are little kind of pseudo, what's the word I'm looking for? Pseudoshafts, and what they do is they are used to go into the holes here, you know, that's on the model, but because they are, so if you look at it, instead of being a circle, it's a plus, and it's hard to see, I know, I'll try it down here. Come on, camera. It's a plus. So inside the circle, they would spin very well, and they don't fully connect the entire model, so to speak. Like you would, like a lot of the pieces that are here are connected with the regular shafts, and they fit in so that they don't move. But these looks like so that you can take the pieces off pretty easy, so it's going to slide down on and then just sit there, which is kind of neat. Alright, so we're going to do this from the back. So the leg goes through here. We'll do the first one, because I finished, oh, no, I got to cover this with 2 more pieces. Gray and red, blue. And then what we do is we fit it through here, because that's where the leg is going to sit. And there we go. So the weight is going to keep it down, like this. So it's going to stay on here, but, you know, if you need to take it off, they made it so it's easy, so you can just, ding. This is actually really cool. It would be really cool to make this guy motorized, too. And I'm sure people have done it. But it's something I'll have to play with I'm a member of the 501st, and they have droid builders groups that that have life-size droids and everything, and this would be cool to bring around and play around with. So, alright, I gotta do this exact same thing all over again. That's alright. It's interesting though that I'm doing it this exact same way, but instead of doing it, I'm just looking to see what they have here. So when you flip it around and everything, it is opposite. Usually what they do is they put these things like on, like they would make this go to the front on the other side, but they're not doing that here. What are you after, kitty? Huh? You playing with the brick remover? Huh? Huh? You know, you can have this if you want it. I have so many of these. Oh, sounds like Paisley's coming in now. Alright, we're gonna move R2. R2's in the way there. Do that there. Alright, so again, starting over. So, back to building number 4. Hello, whoever joined. Glad you can make it. Welcome to JonnyBuilds. Currently working on bag number 4 for R2. Oh yeah, I have a ton of the brick separators. You get them in every set, which is fine, but it's just funny. Wonder who has the most. Currently working on bag 4 and repeating it. I didn't realize I had to repeat it, so kind of starting over with it. Pixie keeps looking all cute. We're moving right along. Been about 20 minutes to do the first what I thought was a leg, but or foot, and it is not. Alright, so yeah, the brick separators are neat, though. I did find out that the way you would think you use the brick separator is incorrect. You use it opposite. So, and whenever you go to pick up a brick, pry a brick, you don't do it this way. You do it this way because of the way the sliding goes and stuff like that. I watched it online, and it was interesting. The better ways you can use the brick separator, and I was amazed. I was like, wow, that works so quick. Should have used that when I was doing the Falcon take apart more. I tried to use just my fingers and stuff, and man, my fingers were hurting by the time I was done. Yep, yeah. So instead of so you would think, you're like, oh, you do it, you know, this is, you know, right side up, so to speak, and you would do it this way, but it's actually more effective to do it, get it underneath this way, because of the way that the edging here gets underneath the bricks. So if I have, so for instance, like here, I have a flat on a flat. Well, actually, this is it's more for the flat pieces. This is you're supposed to do this. But if I had a flat piece here, so there's a flat on here, flip it upside down because it gets under the edge of that and just picks it right off. It's the way the edging is done. When you do it this way, it kind of gets in the way. Try it out. It's kind of neat. There's a couple, I forget, maybe I'll link it in the description later, but like, there were like 5 different slightly adjusted ways to use that thing that makes it even easier to use. It's a knife, yes it is. Alrighty, so we're making our little hole again over here. This goes on over here. Flat pieces, especially bigger flat pieces, have to be put on and really pressed on, because otherwise you'll get like they'll kind of not bubble, but they'll be lifted a little bit in the middle, and that can affect the entire model a lot. That and these last three. Alright. What am I missing? Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Whew. I forgot these little 1x3s here. Now that makes sense. Okay, so now I can put this on. So I have to ask, absolute best Transformers fan. I'll even add the moniker at the end of all time. So what would you say is your favorite Lego set? You asked me about my favorite Transformer. What's your favorite Lego set that you currently have? I mean, well, no, let's do this. That you currently have, and if you don't own your favorite Lego set of all time, what is your favorite Lego set of all time? Let's go with that. That'll be an interesting question. So, it's a two-parter, I guess. Favorite Lego set you own, and favorite Lego set of all time. Give yourself a little bit to think. It's kind of an interesting question. Especially because your favorite Lego set of all time could be a set you've never owned. It has to be a production set. Like, it can't be like, you know, back in the 90s or early 2000s, they had like the Hippo or something. A huge Chewbacca or an Ewok. Well, no. It has to be an actual production set. That's cheating. It can't be one of the ones that they you know, did for stores or whatever. Has to be an actual set. And I don't think they've done a huge Chewie or a huge Ewok. I could be wrong, but... Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That is a very, very good one. I never got that one, unfortunately, but that is a good one. 20th Anniversary Slave 1. That would be a great set to have. And yes, it is called Slave 1. It's not just Boba Fett's ship or the Bounty Hunter ship. It is Slave 1. Dislike the no political correctness on this show. Let's see, what am I looking for? These pieces. Pixie. Rubbing the pixie head. Oh, the micro figures. Those are neat. I've seen those. I've not gotten them because obviously I've done much bigger sets, but the micro figures are pretty cool. All right, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, the UCS Slave 1 was an amazing set. You know what? I keep seeing that advertised, but then I don't find it. I've not found that on Lego.com. I don't know where it is. Yeah, the UCS. I love the UCS sets. They've done such a good job with them. The ones that I have. I did not get that one, unfortunately. I would have to say, I mean, like, absolute favorite set. Whoops, I don't want to put that yet. I need these little smaller ones. absolute favorite set has to be the AT-AT. It's my favorite just because it's just so epic. Hey, nope, that's not for you. It's massive. It fits what it is. If you saw it in real life, it's just huge and foreboding. Hey, stop that. It's an amazing Lego set. It's not perfect, but it is an amazing Lego set. Absolutely amazing. I would have to say my favorite Lego set that I wish I owned. What? It won't let you put it all in there. Oh man, that stinks. Well, I mean, they do have to have some limitations. My number one Lego set of all time would have to be, and I wish I had gotten it. I wasn't doing UCS sets, or really. I mean, I got the Carillion Corvette. That was my first UCS set. I wish I had gotten it when it came out, but I just did not. Is the Executor. That I think would be my absolute favorite set of all time. Never got it. Haven't gotten it. I see it every now and then, and I drool a little bit. But yeah, that looks like a fantastic set to do. Alright, we are almost done with this one. I think we have a couple extra things to do once we get it done. Do this 3 times again. Sorry, Pixie, you're losing the pieces. What? Oh, that's fantastic. My younger brother and I actually do video games. We've been doing video games for quite a while. The music that you're hearing in the background stuff, I've done. It's all mine. And so it's been concepts and other things for the video games that we've developed and everything like that. Nothing we've really released major, because we've been working on a lot of stuff. We both have other lives, obviously, and things like that. All right, let's put this on. There we go. But yeah, I do the music and sound design, and he does a lot of the programming. All right, so we gotta put. Aha! I was wondering, for some reason I missed this. I don't know why, but that's supposed to be there. Some of the music that you hear is pretty old. It's old concept stuff that, might not have gone through and been used, and some of it has been. So these last 2 pieces. So this is what these are for. So these slip down and don't really lock in. They kind of slide in. But then you put these things in here, and just like that, they won't come out accidentally. You have to just remove those so you can get them out. But it makes it still so it's pretty easy to get them out. But that's really cool. All right, so there we go. Bag 4, got it done in just over a half hour. So we're gonna put this piece over there, and we are gonna continue on to bag 5, which looks like we're doing the legs for both sides. And I'm going to cheat and look ahead and see if it is an X2. It is not, because the legs have to be opposite, which they didn't do for this, which is interesting. Well, that's a good thing. I mean, like, if that's what you want to do, and that's kind of, I don't want to be a huge content creator. This is not what this is not what I do. I'm going to do for my job. But, you get the right people to support you and everything, and you create the stuff you want to, and I mean, that's how any of these YouTubers have become what they are. A lot of them are like, big personalities and stuff. But that's what you got to do. You just got to, find your spot, find your niche, and go with it, you know, if that's something you want to do. It's great that you're finding that. Yeah, I think I have 29 subscribers right now, and it's been that way for a little while. I just haven't reached, you know, the right people yet. Someday I will. I don't care if I get 1,000. I don't need, you know, I don't need 10,000. I mean, it'd be cool if I had like 100 people on here just like chatting about Legos and stuff like that. That would be really cool. But you know, I'm just having fun doing what I'm doing. All right, here we go. Ready? There. That's the first piece. All by itself. And now there will be more pieces. I think the whole idea of what a content creator is still surprises and shocks a lot of people, that you can do things like this on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. And I mean, some people have been doing it for a long time and they make a living, you know. But you can even use this to, you know, just reach people, and you build communities this way. You build, you know, groups of people that like or into the same things you are. It's just a neat, cool thing. Don't you dare. I saw that paw coming out. These are not for you. I know you want to steal a piece. I see you looking. I'm going to use R2 as a block. There, you can sniff R2. He's my hockey blocker. I think what ends up happening a lot of times with content creators and stuff is people that are in traditional medias and stuff, they don't think of this as real content, which is incorrect. It so is. But it's also seen as like, you know, well, you didn't go the traditional route of doing things, so what you've done doesn't matter. Whoops, I messed up there. And so what you've done isn't as special, isn't as important, you know, whatever. And that's just not true. People just have to accept the fact that times have changed, the technology has changed, and you know, people can do these things. Of course, going a little too fast, and I missed that. These we're gonna have things that end up on the sides of the legs that cover it. There we go. That looks better. Let's make sure it's all tight. And there we go. See? Cover in there. Nice and smooth. So yeah, I wish you all the best, all the success and everything. I don't think I subscribed to your channel. I like looked at it and then like I got pulled away, so she is quite large. And she's playing with it. Alright, so putting that leg down and going to get 2 headlights and put on 2 armatures onto the headlights. Yeah, I will. I just have not had a chance to. But yeah, definitely going to. Like I said, and that's kind of another thing that makes the content creation unique, is that it doesn't matter what you're into. I mean, maybe to a small extent it does, but like it doesn't. I mean, like I don't mind. I mean, I love Transformers. I'm obviously more into doing the Legos than Transformers, but like I can support other content creators and, you know, and appreciate what they do, and, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, like I've seen people that do stuff for like other toys and like G.I. Joe and like big figures and stuff. I'm not as much into them, but I can still support those guys, and you know, appreciate what they do, because I mean it's important for everybody. You know, I mean there's so much stuff out there. You find what you want. All right, that's enough preaching for the day. But yeah, I do a variety of stuff. I mean, like I said, you know, I do a lot with the music and sound design and things like that. I love music. It's one of the things that drives me. I'm very, very passionate about music. All different kinds too. Not a big fan of current rap, like anything from like after the 90s really. But other than that, I love all kinds of music, and the differences between different musics and how even different musics can get together and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. And this little guy right there. Hey, it's where you start. I mean, you start with a little good and you go from there. That's where you, I mean, that's what, and you do you know, you do what you're good at. And that in itself is amazing. It might sound cliche to say, but I mean, it is. People's talents, I mean, like, I can't draw for anything. I mean, I used to draw some, but it was sketches and a lot of just like little simple things and stuff. I drew for, oops, almost lost that. That would have been bad. I drew ideas and stuff for the books I write in my spare time. But yeah, I'm not an artist, not at all. What, you trying to get out? Go ahead. She's like, I'll go this way. This is very interesting looking for a leg. I see where it's going kind of, but it's weird seeing all these little parts going together. And just like, well, what does this have to do with that? Alright, so we got this part done. We're going to flip it around. And now we're going to add on. So what I was talking about earlier is these little shafty parts. I'll show you in a second. So these black ones are different on the end than this blue one. The shape is different. These snap in, like you can't tug them out. This just goes bleep, 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 bleep. Because this would be like an axle for like a tire to go on or something like that. But yeah, it's kind of neat how they used the two different ones. All right, so we got this. Now we're gonna put this on here, and it has to go. Oh, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top stud. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, I lost it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's make sure. So there should be 3 in between the stud and that one. Yep, yep. He's a whiner. Ooh, okay, this is cool. So we have this thing here, all right? So this is a plus, okay? So this shaft here, it's a longer shaft, it's gonna come through on the other side and lock this in place along with this piece, which is a spacer, it looks like. So we're gonna put that through, and it's gonna keep this from wiggling, which is neat. Does it go up? Yeah. There we go. So that all locks in place. I just love the way they design things. Lego is so cool. Love it. Alright, we're done with this little part for now. Making sure everything's tight, solid. Nothing's done with the hands that are here yet. Put this down, and we're going to go with this next little bit. Well, we're almost at 45. I wonder if I'm going to get this done in an hour. Let's see. 2 bags. Which is funny because I was able to do 3 bags last week, plus the unboxing, which really didn't take too long. But hey, you are. I know you're working on your flowers, your orchids. How are those coming along? How much did you get done the other night? Get any ice cream since you didn't have dinner? Alright, there's that, and then 2 little 1x1s that go in on top of here. 2 bags, alright, cool. So that was kind of like the pot. You got the pot part all done? Pot part? Kind of interesting how this is shaped up. Oh, cool. So you got halfway, good. Those little orchids, those little flower things that they came out with, and stuff, I mean, they're just so neat looking. It's not my thing, but they still are pretty neat looking. And I see how they appeal to so many different types of people and stuff. They're just cool. All right, another one of these. I bet you that's gonna connect up top with this. That's another little shafty thing. They did come down a little bit, which is, or at least in most places, but it's not enough. Nowhere near enough to what it should be. But we won't talk about that or whose fault it is. That's not what we do here. But yeah, everybody is suffering. See, spend so much money on gas, I can't buy Legos anymore. You know. everything has gone up in price, unfortunately. It's interesting that these flats are on here. Cool. Okay, and now, okay, so put that down for a second. 1, 2, 3. What area of the country do you live in, by the way? Absolute best Transformer fan? If I'd be so bold to ask. Alright, oh, so we're connecting these little side pieces here with this little accent. Flipping it over, we do 2 of these underneath pieces. Oh, come on, get in there. Oh, neither of these snapped in. Come on. There we go. All right. Southeastern. Okay, yeah, I'm northeastern, not full northeastern, but I'm in Pennsylvania. All right, so this this looks so weird. So this goes up into here. Does not go all the way up, which is interesting. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So it sits there, and then we're putting a yellow shaft through here. Oh, it does. Oh, it does fit in there. And that goes all the way through and secures it. I didn't think that was gonna. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. All right, so this side is going to be over here. So we fit the. Oh, I see how this is. So we fit this up through here, and that's how it's going to articulate without like being all connected and everything. That is cool. And Where's that go? Oh, that goes through. So we need another shaft. Goes through the third one right here. So let's do this. I'm going to move this here so it's easier to see. You see me putting it together. So this is gonna, so we've got this hole to go through, this little red shaft thing that's gonna receive this, and also this part to go through. So it's gotta all line up. But it fits so perfectly. Look at that. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Oh my word. I see how this works now. So, when R2 is ready to roll, so to speak. Okay. So, when he rolls, like when he's standing still and like his leg is up, okay? He just stands there with both legs and his third one up here. When he's ready to roll, so like his side legs move backwards. So when that happens, you see that? You see that thing flipping? That's going to make this leg drop, the middle leg drop, when it's all said and done. And then he does his thing. That is so cool. I didn't know that was part of this. I love it. I love it. My question is, I gotta make sure everything is still in there the way it's supposed to be, because okay, looks like it is. Because that should sit there. When that goes down, oh yeah, that releases, and that. Oh, I'm tickled. The simple things make me laugh and make me smile, but that's all right. All right, still a couple things to do with this while it sits there. Okay, so what are we doing here? Oh, okay, so I need to put another, leave him up like this. Another little blue shaft thing here. Yep, I completely agree with you. Because Technic is, I would say Technic is the most unforgiving of the Legos when it comes to that. Okay, so I just put this part, I just put this little piece, and that's it. Now I have to move this out of the way and do the rest, do the other leg, so. Yes, Technic is extremely unforgiving if you mess something up. Especially if it's deep in the model, like towards the beginning, and you put a shaft in the wrong hole. That, yeah, Technic. And I mean, with these UCS sets, there's a lot of combining Technic and normal pieces. There's way more of that than you see in anything else. Like a Technic set is mostly Technic. But yeah, I never really got into the Technic only stuff. Even as I got older, I did a little bit, but not much. Okay. So this is going to be almost exactly what I just did, except it's going to be just a little bit off, because it's going to switch a couple of these things around. I don't think I did anything else with that. No, just double checking. Move right along. Let's see if we can do this in an hour. Well, 10 minutes really. I did this once, so I should be able to fly through a little bit more. Not that I'm rushing, but you know, I've got a destination. Not a final destination, just a destination. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something went. And I hope I don't need that. It was a little piece. And I heard it go ding, dong, dong. So I may be in trouble here. I may have to go scrounging and look for it. I kind of heard where it went. kind of like what happened last week. Last week I had one of the rubber bands. Yes, that's true. If it was a Final Destination, tone would be very different. One of the rubber bands that goes in here and went thing, but I found it. I saw where it landed. That one I just heard where it went. So I'm hoping it's an inconsequential piece, or maybe I have one of those pieces somewhere else. We will see. Because I don't want to do this partially, like most of the way, and then be like, you know. Or something, I mean, like, hopefully, maybe it was something that was just up here that fell down. I don't know. Because I didn't really see a piece leave from here. But who knows? Always an interesting time here. Alright, so since we've talked about our favorites, what about your least favorite Transformer ever of all time? Least favorite Transformer. Most annoying, or just I don't know. Whatever your criteria is for worst. Or least favorite, I guess we'll say. Whatever that may be. Least favorite would be. I know I can think already of a couple that annoy me, but I wouldn't say they're my least favorite. I'm trying to think who would be my least favorite. Alright, I think I might have found the piece, not found it, but I think I know which piece I might be missing. It's one of these. Just a little round shaft, which is okay. I know I have extras of those. So. You know what? Here's the funny thing. I was thinking the exact same thing. I love Bumblebee in the very first G1 stuff, and then yeah, he just became he was just like used. He was so overused and overhyped and everything. I mean, it doesn't mean he's not cool and stuff still, but yeah, that's all they use Bumblebee for. I agree. He's probably my least favorite as far as that goes. So many people like him, but I mean, I love him as the G1. Aw, you are made a sad face. It's alright. I have extras of those. I know that, and I'm okay with losing that. I'm sure one of my cats will. Yeah, I mean, I like the original G1 Bumblebee, and he's kind of cool in the movies and fun, but yeah, there's just something annoying about how he got used after the Generation 1 Transformers stuff. Yeah, I know that's why you like him, because he's a VWB. The original is, anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 4? No, that's 4. 1, 2, 3 are in between. Okay. Yep, he is a VW Beetle. Alright, and we're putting in the shafts. Alright. Set this one aside. Go to this part. Oh, can I do this in less than 4 minutes? Don't know. I will call this one a wash simply because I did lose a piece down there, but I have extras, so I'll still end it and add like 2 seconds on to doing the ending of it, simply because it's you know, not worth it to try and put that last piece on. Okay. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Oh, I gotta put in these little 1x1s still. These little, the little pieces are so, because my hands are so big and everything, and they're just annoying. Little pieces take up the most time. You know, little sets are tough to build just because there's so there's so many little pieces that you have to keep track of and things, and it's just a pain. Right. There we go. Didn't quite fit in there. So for the game, on the artist, they're introducing these corrupted versions of characters. Going back in front of all the characters. Oh, that would be interesting to take characters you've already done and stuff and be like, all right, now you're gonna make them ugly. You're gonna make them look like that they hate everything. Or yeah, and their corruption. The corruption is gonna have to be unique. Like it can't just be like the same type of thing. You gotta give. Not necessarily specific reasons for the corruption, but yeah, that's cool. That's neat. That's really cool. I like that. Did I do that right? Yeah. Alright, so this is going on. Where are we at? This way? This what? Which way? Which way does this go? This way, I think. Yes. Alright, that fits on. We get a yellow shaft to throw through. Now we flip this guy over. We do the same thing. Oh, come on, I can do this. Alright, so fit this up, down, in. There, that fit. We're going to shaft the whole thing. Go. And this blue part. And whoops, I'm putting it in the wrong way. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Oh, look at that. Oh, I missed it. I was looking at I was looking at the stream, not at my one, so I missed it by like 7 seconds. Ah, oh, so bad. Oh, very close, but that's all right. So yeah, this is really cool. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Pop back in there. There we go. So he's a little, because he's kind of side heavy now, I have to lay him down this way so that the legs are forcing themselves down this way so they don't accidentally pop open and release this, So that's the way he's going to lay for now, because if I stand him up, he's going to tilt and try to fall over. Plus, he doesn't have feet to stand on. So yeah, he's looking fantastic. So this whole apparatus that they came up with to release the leg is really, really, really cool. Yeah, I love it. It's really coming along. It's a neat little set. So, hey guys, thank you for watching. It was a lot of fun. Hey, whoever just joined, welcome. It shows that someone just joined. We just got these two sides and these two legs done for R2, and he's looking pretty cool. That's how he's going to look. This is how he looks now. Yeah, and hi whoever else joined. Yeah, it's looking really cool. I really like how this is all coming together. The little, the flexibility of how everything works and everything, and just the Technic stuff is really neat. How it's going to, how it releases the middle leg whenever he goes to move and everything. Really, really cool. Yeah, liking it. It's a lot of fun. So, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Next week, we will continue on with bags 6 and 7. There are 13 total, so we've got another couple weeks to go with this guy. I'm sure some of the other ones are going to be not as involved as these two were, but, you know, we'll find out. So, again, thanks for coming, watching, and until next time, keep on building. Have a great